Do you ever think about the things you do think about? Spencer Tracy, Frederick March, and Dick York star in Inherit the Wind. Hello, I'm Sean Higgins, and thanks for joining tonight's Saturday night cinema broadcast of Inherit the Wind, director Stanley Kramer's 1960 drama based on the historic 1925 Scopes monkey trial that challenged a ban on teaching Darwin's theory of evolution in Tennessee schools. And what a showdown that was, as indicated by this film's opening sequence in which the town clock ticks loudly to the strains of Give Me That Old-Time Religion, and 4 town leaders joined forces to march to the courthouse as if they were the Earp brothers heading for the OK Corral. Now, throughout the film's 2 hours and 8 minutes, a populist politician sends biblical quotations flying like bullets and finds his fire returned by a famous trial lawyer's well-aimed and disarming charm, as well as a celebrity journalist's salvos of cynicism. And the whole firestorm is musically bookended by stirring renditions of the classic American hymns, Give Me That Old-Time Religion and the Battle Hymn of the Republic, both sung by the great Leslie Uggams. Top billing goes to Hollywood legends Spencer Tracy and Frederick March, each in late career roles. Tracy portrays lawyer Henry Drummond, a character modeled on the historic progressive attorney Clarence Darrow, while March portrays Matthew Harrison Brady, a role modeled on the populist, 3-time Democratic presidential candidate William Jennings Bryan. Tracy was nominated for an Oscar and March for a Golden Globe, but neither won. Not that their acting skills needed any validation. Each had already received Best Lead Acting Oscars for work in previous films. So here I want to focus on Gene Kelly and Dick York. Playing the role of E.K. Hornbeck, modeled on real-life reporter and cynic H.L. Mencken, Gene Kelly doesn't dance a lick in this film, which successfully marked his transition from musicals to straight acting and directing. After cutting his teeth professionally on the stages of his hometown of Pittsburgh, Kelly worked his way to Broadway, landed a role as a dancer in Cole Porter's 1938 show, Leave It to Me, and got his breakthrough a year later when he danced to his own choreography in William Saroyan's Pulitzer Prize-winning play, The Time of Your Life. Kelly broke into film in 1942 when he danced with Judy Garland in For Me and My Gal. Then over the next 10 years, he danced in and often choreographed such iconic musicals as Anchors Away, On the Town, and most famously, Singin' in the Rain. By the late 1950s, the popularity of screen musicals was waning. And as he approached 50 years of age, Kelly's energetic and athletic dancing had passed its peak. Fortunately, he had deep experience as a choreographer, as well as a couple of directing credits. In 1957, he produced, directed, and starred in the box office loser, The Happy Road, his last film for MGM. And after leaving MGM, he did straight drama, and his against-type performance in Inherit the Wind was particularly praised by critics. However, Kelly focused on directing, his best-known achievement in that field being 1969's Hello, Dolly, which was nominated for 7 Oscars and won 3. Kelly died in 1996, having spent 6 decades in show business. Now, Inherit the Wind was the breakthrough film for Dick York, who had previously appeared only in minor, uncredited roles in lesser movies. It was also his final big-screen appearance, because he soon found steady work in television, where in 1964 he landed the male lead in one of television's most successful sitcoms, doing a 5-year stint opposite Elizabeth Montgomery in the comedy series Bewitched. Unfortunately, a complicated and painful spine condition forced York to abandon Bewitched in its 5th season. During 18 months of treatment, he became addicted to painkillers, eventually breaking his addiction cold turkey. Regaining control of his life, however, did not result in reestablishment of his career. Dick York died in 1992 at the age of 63. For more about Inherit the Wind, supporting players Donna Anderson and Florence Eldridge, the ultimate outcome of the Scopes monkey trial, and the unusually large number of supporting cast members who soon wound up with major series-long roles on television, please watch my expanded commentary at ksps.org/SNC or on social media. Meanwhile, here's a look at coming attractions. I'll be back in 2 weeks to bring you the 1983 space race docudrama, The Right Stuff. The next week, Ryan Tucker will be here with the musical romance Yentl, starring Barbara Streisand and Mandy Patinkin. That's Ryan and Yentl next week at 8 on KSPS. Now it's time to head to the courthouse and hear the arguments as Spencer Tracy and Frederick March present their cases to the judge, jury, and people of Tennessee. The verdict awaits in Inherit the Wind on Saturday Night Cinema.